What is your name? What is your name?
My name?
Yes, sir.
I don't have.
You need to listen to me instead of talking, okay? Well, I find that Matthew Neil Aldridge has failed to appear. What I know what you're trying to do is to try to use the sovereign citizen approach to this situation, and I'm simply telling you that you do not have the right to represent Matthew Neil Aldridge. When I'm talking, you stop talking. But I don't know who you are.
This courtroom moment was something else. Self-proclaimed sovereign citizen showed up and quickly found himself in deep trouble. He claimed to be the attorney of fact for himself and insisted that the name listed on the charges wasn't really him. Situation got tense fast. The judge stayed calm at first, but you could see his patience wearing thin. Personally, I think the judge showed a lot more restraint than most people would in that situation. Let's take a look at how it all unfolded because this.
Good morning. We're going to go through the docket as quickly as we can so that we can start on the jail docket. 2021 CR 19158, State versus Matthew Aldridge. Are you Matthew Aldridge? Are you Matthew Aldridge?
I'm the attorney of fact for Matthew Aldridge.
You were what?
The attorney of fact.
Attorney what?
Of fact.
Attorney of fact. And what does that mean?
You know, his authorization to do legal representation.
Are you a licensed attorney?
No, I'm simply an attorney of fact.
Okay. And does that mean you have a power of attorney? What is your name? What is your name?
My name?
Yes, sir.
I don't have.
You don't have a name? Pardon?
Name, I'm the attorney of fact for the respondent error.
Well, let me explain to you. Only an attorney at law can stand in court and represent a criminal defendant. And to do so otherwise violates the criminal law statutes of the state of Tennessee and could land someone who attempts to represent themselves as an attorney at law in serious trouble. I understand what you're saying. I understand you're saying an attorney in fact. And what I want you to understand is that if you have a power of attorney, then you need to demonstrate that power of attorney. Do you have a legal document called a power of attorney?
No, I do not at this time.
Okay. Then you don't have any authority to act on behalf of Matthew Aldridge in this court. You have no legal authority, nor do you have any authority through a legal document to represent or to act on behalf of Matthew Aldridge.
Why don't the court just let me file this document?
Show it to the bailiff and he'll show it to me.
Have a copy of it.
Oh, apparently there's a copy here.
Yeah.
All right, this is in the state of Tennessee of Cheatham County and Chancery Court, which is filed in the wrong county because in the wrong court, because this is circuit court. You just be quiet.
You go to the courthouse, it comes up.
You need to listen to me instead of talking, okay? This is a challenge to the standing. The Supreme Court of the United States has stated that no corporation has standing anything to man. And then there's a quotation for Rundle versus Delaware Raritan Canal Company. And then it said, as well as it being a maximum of law, citing certain Latin phrases, dissimilar things ought not to be joined by a definition of Black's Law Dictionary. So the respondent in error requires that the state of Tennessee Incorporated and Cheatham County Chancery Court prove their standing to proceed against a man in any court of law. You have 15 calendar days to prove your standing or forever yield to estoppel, waiver, and fraud, and cease and desist this proceeding immediately. More time is available if requested. And then this was signed by Matthew O'Neill Aldridge. Is that your signature?
That's the respondent in error signature.
All right. Well, I find that Matthew Neil Aldridge has failed to appear.
Man's arguments didn't hold up for long. The judge's response was sharp and effective. As the man refused to acknowledge his legal name, the judge simply moved forward with issuing one, a warrant. That alone should have ended the discussion. Honestly, It would be great if more judges put a stop to this kind of behavior before it takes up courtroom time. Some of these individuals walk in like they're trying to prove they know. More than everyone else in this one in particular seemed completely lost. He wasn't even following the usual script these folks tend to recite. It was just the usual, I don't have a name, and I'm my own attorney routine. It's hard to say what's fueling the rise of this movement, whether it's politics, misinformation online, or both. But it seems like someone out there is making money off it, selling bad legal advice and fake documents. I wouldn't be surprised if there's some kind of starter kit people are buying into. Let me know in the comments how you think we should handle these cases' serious consequences. More education, or maybe a reality show to show the public what?
Calm down.
And personally in this court for the plea day on his case, which was set for trial tomorrow. And as a result, you have no standing, sir, under what I know what you're trying to do is to try to use the sovereign citizen approach to this situation. And I'm simply telling you that you do not have the right to represent Matthew Neal Aldridge. If you are in fact Matthew Neal Aldridge, then you need to say so and stop this nonsense, because what you're attempting to do has no legal effect. You cannot challenge the criminal law or the jurisdiction of this court by simply filing some legal mumbo jumbo having to do with civil litigation. That has civil litigation in it. It is not a criminal case that you have cited. So it has no effect on this court regarding the criminal statutes of this court. This court is empowered under the Constitution of the United States of America and the Constitution of the state of Tennessee, and by the duly elected citizens of Cheatham County to empower and enforce the laws of the state of Tennessee. And that is what I'm going to do regarding Matthew Lynn Aldridge. Mr. Aldridge is set for today to appear in court personally on what we call our last plea day before his trial date tomorrow.
Is that an Article 3 trial?
To what?
Will that be an Article 3 trial? A trial by jury with jury?
It would be a trial by jury, certainly it would be. But I don't know who you are. And I don't think you have any authority if you are not Matthew Lynn Aldridge to appear before this court. And you're wasting valuable time to all of these other citizens who are here today. So when I'm talking, you stop talking. No, you will when I'm finished talking. You are wasting the court's time by doing this, and I'm just simply instructing you that if you are in fact Matthew Lynn Aldridge, then this is your last day to settle your case. The trial date is set for tomorrow, and unfortunately it will not go forward because of the fact that I have a conflict and I have to be in Stewart County on a civil matter. So we're going to assign a new trial date for Matthew Lynn Aldridge. All right, to Matthew Aldridge and the individual standing before me whose name must not be uttered, then we will set a July 15th trial date for Mr. Aldridge. Whatever this document is that you have filed is in fact invalid because it does not cite any valid criminal statute, and therefore I'm denying whatever that might be in the way of a motion. The trial date will be July 15th. The last day for Mr. Aldridge to enter a plea or go to trial will be July the 8th. July the 8th. Now, we're going to give you a card. If you are in fact Matthew Aldridge and you're just playing games with the court regarding this nonsense that you filed, then you may get this card and you may go on about your business. If you are not Matthew Aldridge, then I would suggest to you, you relay to Mr. Aldridge that he must appear on July the 8th, or a bond revocation will take place, and his case will be will take place with him in jail, incarcerated on the 15th. That's the judgment of the court. You need to take your piece of paper and go on about your business.
Doesn't work in court? Back to the hearing, this judge really set the tone. He was patient but firm, and he made it clear that nonsense wouldn't be tolerated. If more judges took this kind of no-nonsense approach, we'd probably see fewer. Of these antics in court, was the judge too tough? Maybe, but the man was clearly wasting the court's time. The judge struck a solid balance between keeping control and giving the man every chance to cooperate. It's amazing how some of these defendants act like court is just a stage 4 speech. Let me know what you thought of the judge's handling of it. Personally, I thought he did a great job under pressure. Now, on to the next case, which was even more dramatic. This time, a woman appeared in court.
Let's quit acting like we're oppressed and start to understand that we have to show up and pay for our sins. And that's what we do. How many total warrants did she have on there?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 total warrants, Your Honor.
Is the father helping you out of the child?
No, I didn't tell you guys that. You guys made that up yourself. I never said that.
We don't acquire 9 warrants unless we think that we're bigger than courts.
And can I have that as well?
Ma'am, I'm not done talking yet.
Court with 9 outstanding warrants. Yes, 9. That takes a certain level of commitment or recklessness. And of course, instead of taking responsibility, she argued with the judge and acted like the...
All right. She pled guilty to failure to pay fines and costs as ordered and failure to provide proof of completing 24 hours of community service by October 1. I told her on October 1 that I was going to set it over for sentence, or on November the 21st, adjourned it to December 19th. I got a call from my judicial clerk saying that she was sick or her child was sick or something along those lines. I adjourned it over to today. Is there anything you'd like to say? Tell me, give me proof that she's done her community service.
Your Honor, she does not have proof at this time.
Why not?
Judge,
She
currently,
didn't do it.
yes, Judge, I note that she is currently on bed rest. She's 6 months pregnant. When I discussed the outstanding balance, she's respectfully requesting consideration for a payment plan. She can make a $100 payment this Friday, and then she'd be asking to make.
Why would I give her a payment plan when I know I told her on August the 8th to pay $50 a week and to come and talk to me if she didn't have the money? Why would I now be sympathetic over somebody saying they're 6 months pregnant when I ordered this in July? She knew when she got pregnant. I gave her till October 1. That would have been 3 months earlier. There's no reason she couldn't have done a sedentary job in either July, August, September, October. And she told us, I think she did community service, but she's not going to do community service because she doesn't think she needs to do community service. Did she do her court work program?
Yes, Your Honor, and she was doing court work program all the way up into September, so I'm not sure when this bed rest claim has come in.
She was doing what?
She was doing court work program all the way through the middle of September, so I'm not sure where the bed rest comes in.
She's just, listen, sometimes I don't feel like calling them. It's the day before Christmas. She's not kidding me. I mean, this is nonsense. Did you go to the doctor about the COVID the other day?
I didn't have COVID. My daughter had the flu and had
Your daughter
seizure,
had the flu.
and I have proof of that. Yes.
Well, let me see it. Did you go to a doctor?
Did I go to?
Did she go to a doctor?
Yes, she was in a hospital.
Okay, I don't need the proof. What do you want? What else is she doing? Is she doing our outpatient?
Yes, Your Honor, to her credit, she is compliant with her outpatient treatment. Really, at this point, she owes the victim's impact panel, and she still has not cleared several of those warrants that she has outstanding.
You haven't gone over and done that either, huh?
She indicated that she took care of her warrants out of Wayne and Westland.
Let's see here. I don't have that handy. Where else does she have warrants out of?
I ran her record December 17th. She still had warrants out of Wayne, Westland, Romulus, Taylor, Westland, Romulus, and that is all, Your Honor. So she still had warrants out of those jurisdictions as of the December 17th date.
Did you go over to Taylor?
I never knew I had a warrant for Taylor.
Did you go over to Romulus?
I never even got pulled over by him.
Did you go over to Romulus?
No.
She's not lying to you. I mean, they're on there.
That's fine, but I don't know nothing about any of that. Taylor or Romulus, I've been
Because you got in a
aware.
bad bad habit of thinking you're larger than courts. That's what happened.
That's not what it is.
Okay, how many total warrants did she have on there?
Your Honor, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 total warrants, Your Honor.
The prosecutor was just making it all up. She used the classic excuse of, "I didn't know," as if that would make everything disappear. Her attitude showed a complete lack of accountability. She didn't respect the court, the judge, or the legal process, and it showed. She could have handled her original case and walked out. Instead, she ended up with 9 additional warrants. That's not bad luck, that's poor judgment. But here's the twist. As upset as the judge was, the hearing ended on a surprisingly heartfelt note. It turns out the woman was pregnant and facing a lot on her own. Despite everything, the judge showed real compassion. He didn't ignore her mistakes, but he also didn't try to bear.
Let's not act like you can't wait to go to court when you get a ticket, okay? Let's please save it. I don't want to hear it.
If I knew, I would say that. I'm a grown woman.
Well, they're
I do
not
know
lying.
nothing about any of that.
People don't put warrants into liens, ma'am, unless you have a warrant in the jurisdiction.
Okay.
Okay? When is your due date?
In May.
May?
Yes.
I thought you just said she was 6 months
I'll
pregnant.
be 6 months next week.
Well, that would make it March, wouldn't it, or not, or
No,
early April?
it's May.
So you're not 6 months pregnant.
I'm 5 months pregnant.
11 months if you said May.
No, okay. I have whatever.
Are you working? How are you supporting
No,
yourself?
I'm not. I'm waiting on cash assistance.
Is the father helping you out of the child?
No,
Are you having complications with your pregnancy?
that's what we're trying to see. I have to go back.
Here's what I'm doing. Here's what I'm doing. You don't, no doctors told you that yet, right?
No, doctors told me what?
That you're having complications that are going to stop you from doing things, physical things.
Well,
Community service is very sedentary work. We can find sedentary work.
Yeah, they tell me the Victory Gym.
Okay. Well, you're going to do 2 extra days of community service, and it's all going to be completed by February the 7th. I don't like you not paying your fines. You told me you were going to pay weekly $50 in August. You didn't. You haven't.
I didn't tell you guys that. You guys made that up yourself. I never said that I was paying 50 weekly.
What does the pre-sentence report indicate her income was, Ms. Wilds, back when I sentenced? You have that in front of you. I don't need to see it.
Yep, she indicated that she was currently employed, that she was actually in training at Rocket Mortgage to obtain her state licensing, and she was also collecting $300 per month in bridge card food stamps.
For Diamond G, for me, I've never attended Rocket Mortgage. In a food stamp card, I get $535, not $300. That's not me.
Did I tell you to come and talk to me if you didn't have the money?
Yes, and
Why didn't you do that? No. I would have told you that at the time of the sentence. Why didn't you do that? You paid nothing in 5 months, and now you're coming in and asking for time to pay, and I just don't appreciate it. I'm going to be reasonable with you under these circumstances, but I don't think you're really getting the fact that you need to comply with court orders. We don't acquire 9 warrants unless we think that we're bigger than courts.
And can I have that as well?
Ma'am, I'm not done talking yet. So let's quit acting like we're oppressed and start to understand that we have to show up and pay for our sins. And that's what we do. Now, how much did you say you can pay?
She can make a $100 payment this upcoming Friday.
But then how much could she pay?
100 per month with the minimum on or about.
You pay $100 by December the 27th. And the 27th of every month thereafter. With all money due by, because I have to have it done before the end of probation, by August the 15th of 25. You don't have the money? All you have to do is call the court. We'll go on Zoom. I'll be happy to work with you, but you cannot ignore courts like this, ma'am. Okay, so you have to do all your community service by that date that I gave you. So you already owed us 24 hours. Now you owe us 40 hours, and that has to be done by February the 7th. If you get a note from a doctor saying it's an impossible task for you to do that, based on the type of work that you can do that's sedentary, I'll be glad to give you an extension. Okay? I wish you well. Stop being so angry. Go take care of the courts. Go surrender yourself on the warrants.
Can I have a printout of that? Just like
I can't give you a printout of the lien. We can tell you where, but they're all in Westland, Wayne, Romulus, and Taylor, right, Beth?
That's correct. That's correct.
I just want to make sure it's actually me.
Well, they wouldn't put
a job that
they wouldn't put those on there if they weren't you, ma'am.
a job in the.
Thank you, Judge.
I never even said.
All right, you can go tell the judge that. All right.
Bury her with consequences. Yeah. He offered her a chance to turn things around. That kind of balance between accountability and empathy is something we don't always see, but it's so important. Not every judge is out to punish. Some truly want to help people make better choices. As one judge once said, "I'm not here to throw the book at you. I am here to hand it to you and hope you read it before your next mistake." Let me know what you thought about both of these cases. Did the judges strike the right balance? Were they too lenient or just right? Drop your thoughts in the comments. I read every one of them and really appreciate your feedback. Thanks for watching, and I hope you had a great Easter. Take care.